Good morning, Internet. Man, it's a beautiful morning out here. I'm on my way to school. This is a little early for me to be vlogging. Normally, I wait until after school to do that. But I wanted to do something different today. I want to share with y'all, and I'm going to try to do this every morning if that's possible. Hopefully I'll remember. You know, I've got to get in that habit of actually vlogging in the morning. But I want to do something. I want to share with y'all a passage that I read this morning in my Bible. It is Philippians 4:8. It says, "Finally, brothers, whatever is pure, whatever is just, whatever is commendable, if there is anything of excellence or anything worthy of praise, think about these things." And what I think that Paul was saying here is that regardless of what is happening in the world, and I think this has a lot. This passage actually spoke to me really well this morning, which is awesome. Whatever happens around us, no matter what's going on, you don't have to sit there and steep about in all the negative, you know? Because regardless, there is a God that loves you, and as long as you are one of his children, you don't have to worry about any of it, you know? I mean, that's not to say to stick your head in a hole and ignore it, but you know what? Pray about it. Pray for our leaders. They need it. And move on. Don't linger. There is no point in meditating on all the negative in this world. It'll do nothing but depress you and bum you out. There is a lot going on right now. There is a lot that could get you into a place where you could just be bummed all the time because all you see is the negative around you. But you know what? I can rejoice because I know that my God is bigger than all of it. And I don't have to linger on it. I can be happy knowing that this is not the end of it, you know? And it's just, it's, you know, I'll admit something. There was a time, not very long ago, that I used to allow the negative in this world to bum me out. And it was hard to even get up in the morning because it felt like there was no point. It was just everything I looked at, everything I saw, it just nothing but negativity. And there are people like out there that will sit there and say, look at this, see all this negative, and they'll draw you into it. And it's so true. Misery loves company, man. People who are miserable want you to be miserable. But there is absolutely no reason for it. You don't have to. You can wake up every morning and rejoice knowing that my God is more powerful than any government, than any nuclear warhead, than any army, than any circumstance that this world or the enemy can throw my way, I can rejoice knowing that everything will be taken care of for His glory and my benefit. And all I have to do is give it to Him. Relinquish my control over the circumstance, over my life, and just hand it to Him and say, God, I am nothing without you, and there is nothing in this world that is worth more than you. That's it. You know? So, I hope that was for somebody this morning. I hope that y'all end up seeing this, and because I know I don't have any real viewers right now, but I'm hoping that one day somebody is going to see this and it'll say something, you know. So yeah, I'm on my way to school. We're supposed to be learning about logs. Our log books are doing paper logs and map reading and plotting and everything like that. I watched one of my YouTube channels this morning that I had originally subscribed to. I'm probably going to unsubscribe to it now. Apparently, this guy, Colin, is a trucker, and I'm not gonna mention his last name. I don't want to be one of those people who bash other channels. I'm not that guy. I'm really not. But he got on there, and his channel, or the video, is actually named "What You Need to Know About Trucking. Don't Do It." Really? Don't do it. And then gets on there, and from the driver's seat of his truck, parked, thankfully, starts to go on about there's a lot of people who do this for a lot of different reasons. There's this, that, and the other. And my advice for all of you, don't do it. There's a lot of stuff there's a lot, this is a lot harder, blah, blah, blah. Honest, Colin, dude, it honestly sounds like this is not the job you need to be doing. It just sounds like, now I don't know if you have ulterior motives and that you see the fact that they are hiring lots and lots and lots of people. Now, okay, let's get off of that channel, that video for a second. We had a recruiter come in yesterday for the company that I am actually very, very interested in. And he gave us a statistic that sounded about right. Let's say that they hire 100 people in a year. In their first year, the percentage of people who complete their first year is 33% when in the trucking industry. Now, whether or not that's them quitting for another job or them quitting altogether because it's just not for them, there is no telling, you know? I mean, but I wouldn't doubt it if 67% of people who try to get into the trucking industry don't make it their first year. Because you know what? It's not for everybody. It isn't. I can see that. I mean, I can see that coming into it. But I'm one of those guys that I'm not about to make a huge decision like this on a whim. You know? I've learned from my mistakes. I know that I need to study and research and plot out my plans when I'm making a decision like this, because I know that there's going to be a lot of time away from home. I know that I'm probably going to miss my family, but I know that I have to do something to provide for them. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck in this endless loop of dead-end, crappy jobs for the rest of my life in careers that I really never wanted for myself. The only real career that I really enjoyed, that I really, really loved, was when I was a chef. And that was actually my very first career. At the age of 15, I started working in restaurants. And I'm not talking about fast food either. I've only worked at one fast food joint my entire life. And that lasted all about 4 months. Every restaurant that I've worked in is, and I won't say they're all upper class, high class restaurants, but just to give you an idea, I did work for a 5-star restaurant and hotel called the Mississippi Delta Queen, going up and down the Mississippi River while cooking. That was an experience, man. That was a lot of fun. So I know what it's like to be away from home, because I was doing 6 weeks out there and 2 weeks home. I know what it's like to be away from home. I told y'all before that I did about 2.5 years ago, I did the offshore thing. Now, I didn't get to stay away out long for that because I told y'all I broke my arm in training. But I was fully prepared to go out for a month and come home for 2 weeks or a week or whatever. You know, I don't see this as being any different. I don't. In fact, I'll be making more on the road trucking than I would have with the company that I was going to be working for in the offshore business, because they were only paying me $12 an hour. Now, granted, I was clearing upwards of around 85 hours a week, guaranteed, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, you know? So I'll still make more money doing this. Now, during my training phase, that's going to be a little difficult. I mean, I'm only going to be clearing like 400, 450 about a week, you know? Maybe a little bit more, because there are some perks that they allow you while you're in training. You can actually do what's called lumping and unload the truck, and the company will pay you whatever they would have paid a lumping service in order to unload the truck for them. So, you know what? That's a possibility of $250 every time I lump a truck. Hey, that's a lot of freaking money. I'm sorry. I'll unload a truck once or twice a week to make an extra $500. But anyway, I'm at school, guys. So I might try to introduce y'all to Clayton, the guy that is interested in him and I possibly going to the same company together and becoming a team driver set. So I will see you guys later. Peace. What's up, people? We just got back from doing our permit test for CDL. Passed like crazy. Here's the guy that I was telling y'all about. Clayton, say hi.
Hello.
This is the guy that we're going to be going to school together, and we're probably going to be going to the same company together. It's going to be sweet, and we're going to train together, and we're going to go on the road together. Anyway, just want to let y'all know, really super excited. We've got this in the bag, man, right?
This is on lockdown.
Definitely. We were the first two in, first two out. Both of us passed, so... And it's going to be a pretty high bar for them to get anywhere near what we got. Not that it matters. If you pass, you pass, right? So it doesn't really matter. I don't think anybody else is actually going to keep track of how many they actually missed. But anyway, it's all whether you pass or not. But, yep, that's all for now. I'm going to check back up with you guys later this afternoon. We've got more exams and more book work to go do at class. So, peace out. Stay safe. Drive right.